I got a lot done on this yesterday. Um, Finished up with both sides on the wheel bearings, boots, greased up the axle seals up there, cleaned those up, new tie rods on the inner and outer. The new wheel bearings, nice and tight now. Painted the hub there, got everything adjusted. Bent out some brackets and everything, and now the front plastic, other than it being cracked right there and there, the front plastic is bolted up really nicely. I know this is broke out right there and everything, but it's still pretty sturdy. I got my rack back on there, painted all the racks. That looks good. The new bumper on there, not bent anymore, nice and straight and everything. And I was gonna stitch this up, but I really don't like the look of it stitched because I figured it would just bring more attention to it. So I'm just going to leave it and just look for new plastics later on. Everything up here lines up real nice. Gas tank looks good on there with the other sticker off. And then another reason why I kind of had this floorboard off too was down here the reverse bracket was all bent up, so this wire was like pushed in, and then just making this at a weird angle, so I bent this back out and readjusted that. So now my reverse is nice, and what I did with that was just took off the brake line and then put a zip tie on this. So now, because if you don't have that with no brakes, then this lever is just going to flop back and forth, so you just put a zip tie on that, which keeps it down, and then so it keeps it nice and tight. But then all you have to do is you don't have to push down that button, you just pull it back, shift in reverse, and that's it. So like I said, the gas tank looks real good on there. Got the new battery in. And here's what I always do to the 300s. I always take out those glass fuses, and I put on these inline blade fuses, and they're 15 amp in there. And so you just replace those, you clean it up, heat shrink all your connections down there, make it nice. And then all these wires are kind of all over the place underneath the frame, so I took the plastic, I lifted it up, made everything sit nice and down in its holder, dielectric greased the plugs, new battery, painted the rear rack. A little spider there. This little spider has actually been with me on this whole little project. I keep seeing him every day. But all the nice and boots there and there. I did order new gears and bearings for the rear diffs, waiting on that to come in. Paint a few other little things. What else did I do? I feel like I did a whole lot more than what I'm showing, but I guess it really don't matter. Next, and today, I already put these on today. Line those up. Next, we're going to be working on the snorkel. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'll kind of film some of that. I don't know if I just want to play around with it and put like a little stealth snorkel right down in here. If I want to bring it out old school and then just tie it to the rack. If I want to cut a hole on this side, do I want to cut a hole in the middle? I mean, I usually do them all up the middle, but I don't know. I kind of want to change up some things on this. And I sure hope I didn't leave on my, which I think I just did. Because I didn't turn this key on this morning, and now the battery I think's dead. So that's awesome. Alright, well, I gotta deal with that now. So, yeah, I'm just gonna get all my snorkel parts. Got a whole bin of them, so that's what we're gonna start with. Got the A3 going on. It's been busy, but got a lot done. Everything from all this is pretty much all done. Just waiting on a new rear diff case, and then I can start putting it together. The rear diff, anyways. I got brand new ring and pinion, so that'll be all nice and strong, ready to go. I shaved down my brake drum just for this. That way I can later on maybe weld the paddle to this, and it'll just slip on to right there on the axle. The axle's all cleaned up, looking pretty good. Got the outer case, the only case that I'll have to reuse. Got that cleaned up, and about to put new bearings and seals in this. I got the new pinion seal there. All the other diff seals and bearings. The new rear brake bearing that's gonna go this part over here. Got the new tool to get the pinion out. Also, when I took this one apart, the pinion that came out of it did not have this washer right here. So I had a few spare old pinions and had to rob from that. Got the brake backing plate all shaved down, milled down, cleaned up. So now the bearing and seal is going to go into that brake one. And now out of the hub it'll just be this, and then the brake drum that's shaved down, and everything's going to go right there. The nuts are cleaned up. Got the hubs all cleaned up on both sides. I think I'm just going to paint these black, and I'll probably end up painting the whole rear end black just so it doesn't get mud stained and everything. I had a whip from my old Polaris. Decided to put that on there. Seats on it, gas tanks on it, the front, and I think I said this in another video, all lines up fine. Tie rods are good to go. And I've been adjusting the carburetor and everything, and so all runs and idles good. I tied in the whip onto the brake light just so I can use it with that switch there. And so yeah, just try to get another. I'll get an assembly video and everything of when I go to put the rear end together. So, and then we'll hopefully get the whole rear end set up. I don't know if I'm gonna take this off or not, the hitch. I might, but we'll see. It's going along good.